Yeah, I understand the Victorian police are looking for a John Palmer in connection with a murder in Melbourne. Yeah, I know where you can find him.
Bill knows something he should say or do. But he's too scared to make the effort.
She's cooking up a way to get him off the hook. Well, if she thinks she can palm the blame onto me, well, she's wasting her time. We'll fix her.
I'm giving you a chance to own up. If you're man enough.
What is this, Sunday school?
Or I could call the police and make a formal accusation. I'm not bluffing.
We've been looking for you following a report from the New South Wales Police earlier this evening.
What?
You were charged with obstructing the course of justice for sheltering John Palmer.
But he's innocent. There's your murderer.
I said don't. Don't be so bloody stupid.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Sons and Daughters episode 20. We have got a long road ahead of us. This is going on for a long time. What I might do in the future, because I've got 4 days spare, because I want to keep 1 day for, no, 3 days spare, because I want to keep one for the monthly reactions and stuff like that. I don't want to be putting 3 videos up a day. I don't want to spam you like that. I am subscribed from channels for that. I'm not going to do the same to you. It'll be one at 8 in the morning. One at 8 in the morning, one at 6 at night. But with shows like this, extremely long running, I might put this on another day if I can find another soap to fit into. Oh, I've got another soap. I can put this on its own day. If you want that, let me know. I shall look into it. But the other soap will be Daily Motion. And I have to find more episodes. Because it's not released on DVD and it cannot get on YouTube. It begins with E. And it's set in London. That's all I have to say. That's all I can say. That should give you the clues. But anyway, if you've subscribed or followed to me so far, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. I honestly do. You're helping me out. You're helping the channel out. You're helping my mental health out. And to my Patreon members, you get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now. I don't know when this goes live, so I'm recording this January 2024. My picks only go for 4 days. There's 2 Patreon choice days and there's a Buy Me a Coffee commission day. Now if you commission shows, they get bumped straight to the top of the list. I record them immediately as soon as I get them. If I've already got them, that's better, and they'll go on their scheduled day. If I've got loads, then they'll all go on the scheduled day. They also get ad-free and uncensored early access as well to all my shows. So, no bleeps, no blurs, nothing like that. Completely ad-free and uncensored. It does go to Dropbox, and what happens is you watch it on the dedicated Dropbox player. No downloads, no account needed. You just go to it. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me, to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the episode. I don't know why my HUD sometimes goes off straight away and other times it doesn't. So I just want to say, this is a reaction video. I do react during it. I do talk over the show. If you want to know why, before putting hate in the comment, please look at my bio, my channel description. That'll give you the exact reasons why I started this channel or why I continued it. It doesn't go into full details, so that will come in a later video if you get enough subscribers. But as for now, that's it.
Well, if it isn't the blushing bride.
The wedding's off.
Ah, someone find out you didn't qualify to wear white, did he?
Please don't.
The sudden change of heart wouldn't have anything to do with Scott, would it? Take a look. Lover boy's real name is John Palmer. He's wanted for murder in Melbourne. If you're planning on having any fun, you'd better get your skates on before the police pick him up.
It's going to warn him.
Yeah, I understand the Victorian police are looking for a John Palmer in connection with a murder in Melbourne. Yeah, I know where you can find him.
Really, she'll get there before the cops do.
Scott! Scott! Hurry! Get in. The police will be here in a few seconds. What? Looking for John Palmer. Ow.
Your buddy.
Well, we've got to work out where we're heading.
Shouldn't they have drove to the country?
Why run the risk? Helping me?
You didn't kill that man, did you?
No.
Well, that's good enough for me.
I wish other people
Really?
were that easy to convince.
Maybe I'm biased.
It's all getting out of hand.
Is that what Jeffrey Dahmer or the
I
dating game
dragged
killer
Aunt Fiona
said?
into it, now you. I don't know why I'm running.
You can't give yourself up.
The cops are getting closer all the time. Might as well save them the trouble.
Oh, don't be so stupid. Look, it's not that bad. Look,
Really?
Wayne won't dob us in.
Yeah,
Daddy'd kill him if he did. So that gives us a start. I mean, the police won't be looking for us in my car.
Okay, what do we do?
Go to Mumbai?
Well, we need time. We'll have to find a motel near here somewhere. It's okay. Simon and I have finished, if that's what you're worried
They
about.
might take your latest photo.
Well, you can't go back to your aunt's, can you?
Do you mind? Some of us are trying to sleep.
Sorry, miss. Police.
I didn't think you were selling insurance.
Anyone inside?
How would I know?
Fella called Scott Edwards live there.
What of it?
I'd like a chat with him.
Yeah, I know what you guys mean by a chat.
Had a bit to do with the police, eh?
What do you want?
Edwards' real name is John Palmer. Wanted for murder.
Oh, come off it.
Know where he is?
Oh, I haven't seen him.
You don't want to change your mind about that?
What's with the 3rd degree?
Break the lock, senior.
Oh, no, I don't. I've got a key.
That's more like it.
You won't find anything.
Bloody Wayne. If you didn't like him before, I hate him now.
Well, it's not exactly what you'd call 5-star, but it'll do.
Fiona just
Wait here
needed
and
a
I'll
few
put that
months.
one up. Oh, come on. You know what they say, every cloud.
What the hell's that noise? He's going to give himself up.
Caught you. Dessert. Can't wait. Oh, can I do anything to
You
help?
don't want her to get in trouble?
Please. Nah, nothing tricky. I'm no cordon bleu. Peel the taters? Sure thing. Come here, you brute. Is Bill's mum coming round for tea?
Yes, she'll be round after work. That's why we're having a roast midweek.
Oh, glad she was free.
I don't think Nora's ever too busy.
Oh?
Her hubby died when Bill was just a bub. She's had to exist on the widow's pension.
Oh, I thought she worked.
Well, she started once Bill was old enough, or she thought he was.
Ah, a problem.
Oh, well, Bill was a bit of a handful in his younger day. He settled down once he met Susie. It was a big relief to Nora.
I bet it was.
I won't offer you one. What's so funny?
That's Susie's idea.
Oh, well, you've got to give in to the women. On some things.
Yeah.
So how's it going with old, what's her name, Fiona?
Okay.
It doesn't sound like it.
Something happened. This morning. I was all set to nick off to Tassie.
What?
Yeah, I got a letter from Lynn. I would have gone for sure if Fiona hadn't nabbed me.
Well, interfering old...
Nah, she was right. Would have been a big mistake.
Where does she fit in?
Oh, she used to be Dad's landlady. Looked after John when he was little.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she'd seen him since he disappeared.
What makes you think that?
Oh, something she said this morning and sort of tried to cover. Probably my imagination.
Yeah, probably.
Is he going to go on the run now? Is he going to kidnap Susan?
Very interesting.
What?
Your horses, you can't rush genius.
Tarot cards. Do you believe this stuff?
500,000 gypsies can't be wrong. Nora's go next.
Oh,
Yep,
no, I
yep.
don't think so.
That
Oh, of
explains
course it
what they are.
is.
Hey, you haven't finished mine yet.
No, I think we've almost lost the vibrations.
Pity they're not homework vibrations. You've got to make up for that work you missed today.
Now, the 10th card sums up the reading. The Magician. That means originality, imagination. You're going to make your living with your brains.
Oh, I was counting on him supporting me in my old age.
The tarot never lies.
Now, let's see how you go, Mrs. Todd.
Mr. Homework.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Right. Now, here we go. Touch the cards and concentrate.
She's
Good.
scared
Now,
it might
I'll make this quick.
come up as
The
Bill.
first card is the present. There you are. What did I tell you? The lovers.
Oh, me? Bill and Susan, I'd say.
Yes, I think Beryl's hit the nail on the head. Bill and Susan, perfect harmony. Unless, of course, the card is upside down.
Then what?
Then you get the reverse meaning. In this instance, like falling into a trap. Oh, poor Susan. Lucky the card was the right way up. Now, let's ask the card something specific. Nora?
Bill?
A big pardon, dear?
Could you ask about Bill?
Oh, yes.
Handyman?
We'll start with childhood. The Chariot. Yes. Trouble. A loss of some sort.
Yes, his father.
Oh, I'm sorry. A long period of upset. Maybe Bill's future will show something a little brighter.
Hangman?
Le Pendu? Miss Deal.
Hey, show us.
No.
What was it?
Death?
The Hanged Man.
Yay!
Oh. Unless, of course, it has a reverse meaning.
Yes.
Let me think. Lack of sacrifice. Like deep down, Bill knows something he should say or do. But he's too scared to make the effort. I think we'll put these cards away. They're not behaving.
Is he gonna get violent? It's the moment I've been dreading.
What a con.
Well, then, how did you know so much about you?
Well, use your brains, Mum. She pumped Mrs. Palmer earlier.
Why?
I've got a fair idea. I talked to Kevin. He reckons Fiona's seen John.
What, since he...
Killed Sam? Yeah. She's cooking up a way to get him off the hook. Well, if she thinks she can palm the blame onto me, well, she's wasting her time. We'll fix her. I bet she expects us to stay away. We'll go on seeing her, and we'll act completely natural. The minute she sees she's barking up the wrong tree, well, she'll pack up and go back where she came from.
Yeah, well, if you see her, can you ask her to call home, please? Ta.
I know about John. I was with him, helping him get away.
You?
I was afraid he'd handed himself in.
No, he did. A couple of cops were here when the message came through.
Can I have a seat?
Yes.
Thanks. I was going to ask Fiona what to do.
That makes two of us.
Do you know where she is?
I wish I knew.
Do you mind if I wait with you?
Nah.
Could be a bloody while.
I know the baby thing was just a story. You must like him a lot.
Pretty amazing, you risking trouble with the police and everything, huh? Oh, look, why don't you go home? There's no use you hanging around here. I'll ring you if anything happens.
Thanks. I'm pretty wrung out.
Come on.
No, never saw me in Mumbai.
Welcome home.
Oh, where's Angela? Mrs. Armstrong phoned me at Mumbai. What does Angela think she's up to?
Got something for you. The police are after Scotty boy.
What?
Look, real name Palmer. John Palmer. Killed some guy in Melbourne. I tipped off the boys in blue as soon as I found out. The medal goes there.
You stupid little idiot.
Why? It's what you wanted. If you are enjoying this, could I please ask for a subscribe on YouTube and a follow on Daily Motion? It would really help me out. And I don't understand why she's so mad.
All right, I flew off the handle, I'm sorry, but there are problems. Well, for a start, the boy's an employee of this family. Any publicity he gets reflects on us.
Well, you better brace yourself then. The police have got him. And you can't take any credit. He handed himself in.
You mean he did murder somebody?
Oh, of course he didn't. Where's Daddy?
He dropped me off. He's at the Armstrongs.
Oh, what's he sticking his nose in there for?
He's trying to make some sense out of all of this.
Yeah? Well, it's not going to do any good. Mrs. Armstrong is on my side.
What has happened?
Scott is in jail. Would you just forget about Simon and I?
I don't give a damn about Scott Edwards.
Well, I do, and I'm going to help him any way I can.
Oh, what can you possibly do?
I'll talk to Daddy when he gets back. I want him to use the money for the wedding on John's defence.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He'd never do that.
He will if I ask him.
You're in for a shock, madam.
It'll be fine once he's talked to Mrs. Armstrong.
I really wish they did a crossover with Prisoner. With this, since we're the same company. I wonder if they do.
Fiona? Fiona, is that you?
It was the last time I looked. Get Scott for me, would you, love?
I can't. Oh, where are you, Fiona? I've got some awful news. Scott's in jail.
Jail?
Remand or something. He gave himself up.
Has he been charged?
Dunno, but they say he's from Melbourne and he's wanted for murder. You've got to do something, Fiona.
I certainly do.
It's going to storm down there.
It's time for some straight talk. They've picked up John. And we both know it's for something you did. Now, I'm a reasonable woman. I'm giving you a chance to own up. If you're man enough.
What is this, Sunday school?
Or I could call the police and make a formal accusation. I'm not bluffing.
They won't listen to you.
I'll owe you the 10 cents.
You want to make a fool of yourself? Go right ahead.
Homicide squad, please. Good evening. My name is Fiona Thompson. I've come down from Sydney to give you some important information about the Selma murder. Yes. I'll be waiting at number 19, Harris Street, Doveton. Thank you.
I thought you were going to go mad.
They're not going to be very happy with you dragging them out in a wild goose chase.
Not so wild.
I've got an alibi, remember?
I wouldn't count on it. From what I've seen of your mother, she'd last about 10 minutes if they really got to work on her. You think about that while we're waiting. Come in.
Good evening. Detective Murray, and Ashby.
I hope you brought your handcuffs.
You're Fiona Thompson?
Yes?
Your address is 22 Manly Terrace.
Cut the red tape.
22 Manly Terrace, Manly, New South Wales.
That's me.
We've been looking for you following a report from the New South Wales police earlier this evening.
What?
You were charged with obstructing the course of justice for sheltering John Palmer.
But he's innocent. There's your murderer. Ask his mother, you'll get all the proof you want.
You'll be able to make a full statement at the station. I'd like to advise you of your rights.
Rights?
Mrs. Thompson, you're under arrest.
I thought we had him.
There you go, Mum. Look, it'll be all right.
Could I have a glass of water, Billy?
It wouldn't surprise me if the police didn't even bother. And if they do, well, I'll be here with you. I'll run you to work in the morning and you'll wonder what all the fuss is about.
But I've got nothing new to say.
Well, that's just the point. If they come round, just stick to your guns and tell them exactly what you said last time.
I've got too many
Well,
clips for this
Don't get yourself all
preview.
worked up. Look, the detective's a nice guy. It'll just be a formality. I reckon Fiona's cut her own throat.
Billy? Oh, don't say that. She didn't mean any harm.
Oh, no? She only tried to pin the whole thing on me. Well, it's a good thing Susie's on night shift. At least she doesn't have to know about it. So much for Fiona's tarot cards. Didn't do her any good.
She's going to go to the cops.
The statement's been typed. Would you read that through carefully, please? Tell me if there's anything you want changed before signing.
There won't be. Have you spoken to Mrs. Todd?
We'll decide on the basis of your signed statement whether an interview is warranted.
Bill Todd is lying through his teeth, and he's forcing his mother to do the same. Oh, have you got a pen?
You realize how serious your implications are.
I wish I could see somebody taking them seriously.
See if they've got to follow all leads.
Oh, sorry.
You'll be taken back to your cell.
Can I ask a favour?
If it's about the colour scheme...
Under different circumstances, I'd probably laugh. Would you tell Mrs. Palmer where I am?
She knows. It was passed on to her when she was told about her son being transferred to Melbourne on remand.
See if they could have done a Bevel crossover. That would have been fantastic.
Ah, here we go. Solicitors. No. That's okay. I'll know the name when I see it. Dad spoke to him when John was first in trouble.
Hey, leave till Dad gets home in the morning.
I want to call him first thing.
So what happens now?
Fight to get John off the proper way.
And what about Fiona, hey?
I just wish she hadn't encouraged him to stay on the run. It'll only go against him.
Oh, yeah, but... Hey, what did Susan say?
Not much. I suppose the matron was around. She did say not to call Bill. No point in dragging him out of bed.
Nothing more to add?
No, Billy was with me the whole time. What else is there?
We have to follow through on all reports. Thanks for your cooperation.
There won't be any more trouble, will there?
I hope not, Mrs. Todd. We'll let you get back to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Are they going to pick up on her nervousness?
What did I tell you?
I was so sure he'd pick me up on something.
You were great, I could hear.
Billy, you made me lie to the police. I have to have a reason for it.
You're not going to believe all those crackpot stories, eh?
Well, just tell me the truth and I'll never ask you again. Why did I have to lie?
I'm not going to argue with you now when you're tired. Go to bed and we'll talk it over tomorrow.
No, I've changed my mind. I don't think I'll stay.
What?
I just couldn't face Susie in the morning. I think it might be a good idea if we don't see each other for a bit.
Oh, now I've heard everything.
Billy, I'm frightened.
How many times have I got to tell you nothing will happen?
It's not that. It's you. I'll ring for a cab.
But you're staying here, Mum.
So you can keep an eye on me.
Mum! Don't. I said don't. Don't be so bloody stupid!
Fiona was right, wasn't she?
Mum? Mum, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Mum.
Billy, what's going to happen to us?
I still fear for her safety. Is he gonna somehow keep her imprisoned? If he does that, he's gonna have to keep Susan imprisoned as well. He's got a serious temper problem. I know I've said this about 3 times this episode. I really, truly hope they do some crossovers with Prisoner. Same company. It would be fantastic. I would love it. Neighbour started after Prisoner ended, I think, so we can't get it there. God, can you imagine if Prisoner went on for like 20 years? We could have had all these bloody crossovers. It would have been fantastic. Mind if it went on 20 years, I'd have had to put it on 7 days a week. But I'm enjoying this a lot more now. Now we're getting into the meaty storylines and we're coming to a head. So I hope this wasn't your first episode, I honestly do. But it's got much better. And now, sign out. Crossovers, that's all I can say. I want crossovers. I bet they don't, Footballers' wives and bad girls do it, I know that. I'm scared of actually hitting the part of the series of bad girls on Patreon before Footballers' Wives gets there. I'm going to have to really balance them out. But yes, I enjoyed that a lot. Really picking up now. After Bill is found, you know, to be the one who's done it, is Scott going to try and get under the Hamilton's table, so to speak? Pat won't allow it. Yeah, she's called Pat. Patricia won't allow it. But Gordon might allow him to have some kind of leeway, you know. It's your son, for Christ's sake, or whatever, for God's sake, for Lord's sake, I don't know, however Gordon to say it. I don't know what the plot lines we're going to get in this. I mean, I know it's a soap, I know there's loads of things that could throw at us. I'm dreading if a certain kind of, you know, abuse problem comes into it or anything like that. I don't know if that's going to get me demonetised, but this is only a PG and I'm going to throw that up if I have to. I'm going to appeal it and say it's a PG. PG shouldn't be getting 18 plus. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'm looking forward to see where this is going. I did stop recording this for a while from episode 16. That was the last episode I did for a while, and I've come back to it and I'm glad I did. I want to get so far in front. It's January 2024, by the way, right now. I think it's the 15th of January 2024. I want to get, so I'm just saying that so you know, from this going live to when it was recorded. I just want to get so far in front with these shows that if I'm ill or anything, or I need to really concentrate on the Patreon shows or the other YouTube and Dailymotion shows, then I can relax these a little bit. But I'm going to try my hardest to stay in front as much as I can. That's why I'm doing about 32 episodes of Prisoner a month as well. So 8 goes live per month, maybe a bit more, maybe up to 10 depending on how the weeks fall. And that still leaves me a big gap in order to editing, say take 16 off for editing as well. That still leaves me 8 in front. So yes, I'm trying my hardest here, trying my hardest. I want this channel to succeed, I want it to be one you want to watch. So any suggestions, please let me know. Stop talking is not an option, it is a reaction channel. But yes, if you haven't subscribed or followed to me so far on Dailymotion or YouTube, could I please ask you to do so? It would really help me out. I do apologise I fall behind on Dailymotion, but I have got a 15GB limit, I'm afraid. I cannot put as many videos on there as I can on YouTube. I can upload about 50 videos onto YouTube. I can upload about 4 prisoners. That's it, on Dailymotion. But yes, if you have subscribed or followed to me so far, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. It's helping me out, it's helping the channel out, it's helping my mental health out. It honestly is. If you're unsure about why I say that, check my channel description. I should have changed it now to why I talk about my mental health. It'll tell you why I started the channel and stuff like that. It won't go into everything, but it will give you a little bit, because I am thinking of doing a full-on video later on down the line. It'll just be me chatting to the camera, and it'll tell you most things about my past. Obviously, I've got some private stuff I want to keep private. Things I don't want to share around the internet. Never get memed or bullied for it or stuff like that. But I will tell you exactly how I got to how I am today. There'll be times you'll pity me, times you may hate me, But if you do watch it to the end, and don't just click off and say, I don't like this guy anymore. It makes me the man I am today, the pacifist, the one who doesn't want to hurt anyone physically or mentally. But that'll be coming if I get enough subscribers. I'm not going to tell you how many. It doesn't go into the double figure thousands, but it is in the thousands, because it hurts me to talk about it, it really does. But if you're one of my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive access to shows, which will be on the screen right now. I'm not sure if it's 8, 12, 16 right now. Depends when this goes live. It will be getting 16 towards the end of 2024 to the beginning of 2025. I just don't want to get too ahead of myself and then realise I can't do it all and just start falling behind. They also get ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows as well. So no bleeps, no blurs. I know you don't get it in this show, but like Prisoner or 18 plus shows, like I didn't blur Dead Set, or did, the Booby Doo. So, you know, stuff like that doesn't get blurred or censored. I didn't censor the last episode of Dead Set with all the blood, I just 18 plus it, because I think it would still be 18 plus with the censors. But yes, all ad-free and uncensored on my Patreon, and at least a month's early access dependent on tier. Stars and Superstars get even further early access because they got all my test uploads and stuff like that. So they could have episodes up for years. I mean, Quantum Leap hasn't even gone live yet, and they've had that up since the early days, even though that's getting re-recorded. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So I shall sign out now and move on to the next one, and hope to see you there.